Yo, that's a solid open right there. What up, man?
Yeah, what it do?
The Day Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Gang.
Welcome back,
Welcome
baby.
to a brand new a special quarantine episode of the End of the Day Podcast.
Woo! 69, baby.
Man.
Is it 69?
Yes, it is episode
Wow.
60 fucking 9.
Wow.
Yes.
And I just think it's so funny, bro, because this time,
That's wild.
I mean,
literally 6ix9ine just got released, bro.
That is wild. That is crazy.
Call it fate. Call it fate. Call it chance.
That Snitch 9 got out the same day.
Snitch.
I mean, the same
That's
week.
funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's timing right there. That's perfect timing right there.
Man.
Well, welcome to a brand new episode, number 69
welcome.
Yes.
of the End of the Day Podcast.
Thanks for coming.
I'm one of your beautiful hosts, Sin Supreme.
Sin
And
exclusive.
it's your boy.
Yeah.
TTT will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank ya.
On gang, that's gang. Hell yeah, the whole cast is here. And how are you guys doing? First of all, you guys are good?
Hanging in there, man.
Safe.
I mean,
Stage 1 of the quarantine.
Are we even through
I
stage
thought we were
one?
in stage 2 starting.
Or stage 2. We might be stage 2, actually. We might
Who
be in
fucking
stage 2.
knows? But they
Yes.
extended it. And
Yeah, they had to, of course.
lucky for you guys, you're working. I am like slowly going a little bit insane.
Yeah, no, I can understand people going crazy by just not doing anything. So one thing that I wanted to bring up with this episode, we do have a special guest, another guest. You know, this is definitely, I guess, something that we wanted to do since it's, quarantine hours. Is just a little bit of End of the Day and their friends. So we had Jerome come on last week, which was amazing. Shout out to Jerome. And this week we have a very, very special guest. I believe one of the first longtime listeners of the podcast. What can I say about this person other than she's just a ball of energy, like legit. Like I don't know how to describe this person any more than just like a ball of just nothing but positive energy. We have some very interesting things to talk about because of a recent post we saw on our Instagram. So I am excited to welcome one of my great friends and one of the great Estefania. Yes, most gangsterous name ever. Estefania, welcome to the End of the Day Podcast.
I just
Here.
looked at her. Let's see if she.
Let's see if she pops up. This whole like slow curtain. Oh, the slow curtain. Oh, Steffi. What? Yes. Get it right. This is the first time I've ever seen this name ever.
Hello.
What's up with Steph?
She made it.
I'm here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I saw T in real life today, so that was a cool moment.
That is amazing.
Contact.
Seeing people in real life is like a big deal nowadays.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
Something that is way more appreciated, I think, by people more than ever, just because I don't know, just the fact that we haven't had the normal human contact, like it's amazing. It's amazing to have right now. So
Yo, is
that's
that
good.
Kobe on your shirt right now? Can I see that?
Yeah. Oh,
I got it at the memorial service.
Oh,
wow.
wow, that's
Wow.
a beautiful
Man.
shirt.
Yeah.
How was the memorial
I
service?
could not wear it. Like it was numbing. I think it was very beautifully done, but I think just accepting everything that happened was just still surreal. I only started wearing this shirt recently because I feel like it feels so long ago.
Right.
This whole COVID situation makes each month seem like another year in our life.
It's so
God.
crazy that we started off the year with that. Like that's still within the same year that this has happened.
Yeah.
This is the
But
longest year of my life.
So much has happened within this year that we can't even like. I can only imagine how it's hard for his wife and his family to grieve because of how them having to deal with everything else
Exactly.
on top of this.
Following her
Like,
Instagram is not for the faint of heart. You have to be strong to be able to read her posts, man. It's
why
Yeah.
she not holding back? She's deep. She's like posting like
I mean, she posted that the last gift that he gave her that she waited to open until her birthday, so she had like something.
Oh my
holy
but
fuck. Oh,
it was like
shit.
literally a photo that he had made for her of her like an angel holding her.
That's so
Oh my god.
Like that is, woo.
Yeah,
Honestly-
and he like wrote the card all like in the past and told her to open it on her birthday, which just makes everything like so much more. I just get goosebumps when I think about it.
Yeah, that is.
I literally got the
insane.
chills as you said that.
Yeah, that is insane. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like the things that people do, like that are just like normal or just like every day, or even if there were special things that people do, like that get discovered after they pass, and that's I don't know. It's just like it's crazy. I did see something on the news today. Since we're on that topic, it seemed like they might be having an issue with fighting, I guess, with the lawsuit with the helicopter company, with whether it was an act of God or the fault
What?
of the helicopter, because the whole issue with the fog,
Yeah.
the fog being an issue, and like
But didn't he take off into the air knowing that it was foggy, knowing that he was taking a risk?
so that's what that's what they're bringing up, as well as the things that the helicopter did on their fault. But they're also I think that the company, what they're using from the story that I seen on the news, what they're trying to, I guess, use as a defense is the fog being an act of God, something that would I guess make them not liable for the crash, which would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm not riding with that. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the company themselves feel like they have to defend themselves, right? They feel like I'm sure they feel like they have to make sure that they don't go down for the blame of Kobe Bryant's death. Like, regardless of that,
They're gonna be fighting real hard for that one.
and I think that's what they're trying to do. Like, I feel like with as far as anything, even if it's like they don't save the business.
Do you see that holding up in court?
I think right now it's honestly for the people. Fuck court. I think court is the last. I think they don't want to. Could you imagine like that is that's what you go down in history for? Like your company, you spent years building that company from the ground up. I'm not saying they did, but let's say that was their story. I'm sure if you talk to the guy, he'd give you some story about how the fucking company was built up from the ground up.
Right.
And to lose everything and be blamed for the death of Kobe Bryant, like one of the most beloved, greatest human beings like ever, like in basketball play, like hell, I can only imagine. So I can see why they're trying to use act of God as
You don't want that.
Yeah, because you see instantly after the crash, like all those all the things came out about like how things weren't up to code with the helicopter, all these like holes in the fact that the helicopter shouldn't have been used, and they shouldn't have flew that day. But like, I don't know, it's pretty crazy.
I don't know that.
Well, shit, man. All I can say is rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, the legend. Like, you are definitely missed.
And everyone lost in that.
And not forgotten. Definitely not forgotten.
So yeah, not to start off the podcast that Estefania has joined us.
Sorry, my shirt really
it did. It's fire though. It's fire. It's really cool. It's really good shirt. Really good shirt.
I love that shirt though.
No,
yeah. But yeah, so you are living in this COVID-19 earth as the rest of us, Estefania. How have you been getting by? How have you been keeping your sanity to day?
Honestly, I think it has been like waves. In the beginning, I just had no idea what was going on. I was like, okay, we are not allowed to go out. I cannot go into the office. And then I was like, oh, I cannot hang out with my friends. And it's just like, I feel like every week we lost like a normal part of our daily life. And I think that trauma took a while to hit. Like, okay, I have to like work on my dining table, and then I like not commuting, so I'm not listening to podcasts. Like there was just like a lot of dysfunction that was going on. And then I hit like this wall where I was like lost all desire and like purpose. I was like, what am I doing with my life if I am just working and then I come back to bed, I'm just drinking, like there's nothing. And then I was like in a really weird mellow, and then all of a sudden I came back, like repurposed my quarantine, and since then it has actually been a really peaceful time. I feel like I enjoy the simplicity of the limited options I have to do in my days, and for some reason I think less is more.
Do you remember, because I've just recently thought about this, and T and Kristen, let me know if you guys answer this question as well. Do you guys remember what you were doing the weekend that everything got shut down? So let me say, I went to Tenants of the Trees. The last night, Tenants of the Trees was actually open.
Whoa.
I love that for you.
It was a Saturday night. It was a Saturday night. And I go there.
Perfect for you, bro.
I go there and there's like, it's dead as fuck on a Saturday night when it's normally popping and crazy hard to get in. And there's still people out, and you see the people out and you're like, oh shit, like people are taking this shit seriously. Like there's no one out right now. And that was, after that, nothing else was open. Like, do you remember what you were doing the last time shit was open?
We're at the beach
I feel
house.
like we went to her friend's beach house in Long Beach. We were there. We were chilling, just like watching Netflix with
not social distancing.
Like, it was before social distancing.
Well, because I had seen them all the way up until that day. So what was the point of like not being together? Like, we already been smoking joints together.
Right.
So literally, we were just chilling. We were watching Tiger King, and then we flipped. And then pretty much after that fucking documentary, LA went on lockdown. Like as we were watching it.
Oh, no, it went on lockdown as we were on the way down there. That's exactly where we were on the freeway.
We were driving. We're like, oh shit! Like, should we go home? Because we were like, what if we can't go home?
For real.
Because LA's on a lockdown. Like, what if they shut the roads down?
Like, is this gonna be crazy?
It was that was our experience. Steph, what about you?
Yeah, what about you?
I was actually down the street from Tenants. I went to get breakfast that Saturday morning. At one of those bottomless mimosa places. Bar Bricks or something.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And decided to take a walk to Trader Joe's because it was down the street. There was like a line to get in. I was so confused.
What? Okay, so that right there started like freaking you out. You're like, oh there's a line.
This is before they started like regulating. They kind of like
that's not
people...
like intro of like a zombie flick right there.
Okay.
Like, doing something normal.
That's how I Am Legend happened.
Normal, and then she just walks by Trader Joe's and sees a line. Like,
you just like someone fall on the ground. Like that's
what do you guys know that I don't?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. And so did you do anything that evening, or you just chilled that evening?
So my friend came over to give me a stick and poke tattoo.
Love that.
Oh, you must have been flipping out though.
Did you get
so
it?
Then after that, the girl, my friend, she was like texting. She's like, "Hey, I was like not feeling very like I'm not trying to psych you out, but like I feel a little under the weather." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Low key, I've been vomiting and my temperature's 104.
Oh no. Did she have she ended up having
I want
COVID?
brains, and I'm hungry for brains right now. Yo.
So luckily, there was like a span where I was like, "Oh my god, that's my last memory of like pre-quarantine." Is like I think I almost have COVID.
Oh my god.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's scary.
All very different experiences as well of the last time we were able to do anything.
And I'm sure you guys heard that LA got extended, right? The 3 months.
Is it really August?
Well, that's what I've heard. I don't know. Sin, have you heard it different? Like
the lockdown?
Yeah, I heard it's extended till August.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. The thing with LA and how everything's going, personally, I feel like the reason why it's been going like the way it has been month to month is because of the type of city LA is.
But it's not month to month.
Arizona is opened all the way up right now.
My whole thing is that they should be taking this literally month by month. Like assess it after 30 days. Why are we doing a 3-month extension?
Did they officially say 3 months?
I mean, it's official, right? I'll double check. I love your cup, Steph. I think that is perfect, and I love that for you right now.
If you don't know, Steph is 7 feet tall, so that's just a really tiny cup. That's just like really small cup. She's huge.
Mad cute as fuck.
Big as fuck.
It's my fancy shot glass.
It's super fancy.
I love that.
Love that.
What are you?
I didn't know that it's.
Wait.
Oh yeah, what are you sipping on?
Vodka?
No, it's Korean soju.
Ooh. That stuff's dangerous, honestly. You don't know when
it just goes down easy. All of a sudden.
I know since a fan of K-Town.
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit goes down way too
This is the perfect time for our new drop.
What do you think? No cap? Or cap?
Hold on. I need to hear that new drop again. What is the new drop? What is it?
All right.
What do you think? No cap? Or cap?
No cap or cap?
Who is that? Where is that from?
Smart guy.
That's Smart Guy?
Yeah, shout out Smart Guy. Literally one of the best. Yo,
That's
we
watched like 3 seasons.
I gotta shout out to
classic.
Christian. Yeah, Kristen, because we were fucking watching Disney Plus, and I was like, what OG Disney? Because we were watching Even Stevens. We watched a little Lizzie McGuire, but I'm like, what are the OG Disney shows that I want to watch? And she put on Smart Guy, and I was like, yo.
That was my shit.
I didn't even realize it was Disney Channel. Like,
yeah, no, that was Disney Channel.
I thought it was like Channel 5 or something.
Right? Like, that shit. Oh
yeah, no, Smart Guy was in the intro. He's a
I could fall asleep to Smart Guy.
It's
like,
the best.
Every episode has like a moral.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
For real.
That's literally
he
like
taught me everything back in the day. He
right?
taught me all that shit. He taught me how to be a sensitive guy. TV taught me how to like not be a horrible person. Yeah,
exactly.
TV, man.
And then the dad is just an honest Black dad. Like he's no cheater. He's single. He's just trying to provide for the kids, man.
Do right.
It's like,
love
hey,
that.
I can buy.
And the kid is just mad smart.
And he's smart as fuck. You can't hate on that.
The only thing I don't remember is if those shows ever wrapped up or did they just end?
I hope it didn't end. I'm gonna watch the season finale and see what happened.
Yeah, let me know. We gotta circle back around on that.
Because he gets older though, right?
A little bit.
I mean, he has to. Is he? Unless he has Benjamin Buttons disease. Does he have Benjamin?
No, they max out, but you get 4 years of high school, so they probably gave us at least 3.
Yo, they have Benjamin Buttons right now on Netflix. I can't watch it a second time though. It's so fucking sad.
Really?
Yeah, that shit's sad as hell.
I never watched it. Actually.
Oh my god! If you guys want to cry or you just want to like tap into your emotional side, watch Benjamin Buttons.
It's alright. It's weird. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Wait, let me take this moment to shout out Kristen because she has been definitely doing her thing designing clothes.
She designed some more clothes?
I made this.
She took we bought this vintage what is that, polo?
I don't know.
We found this like vintage Beverly Hills shirt.
It's a Beverly Hills shirt made in Detroit. So I don't know.
It was just like an oversized tee and she fucking cut it and made it a 2-piece.
But I made a skirt. You can't see it, but
it's a skirt as well.
Yeah, but I just left like the seam like raw and then I sewed it to like an elastic band. So and then I tapered it. So
amazing.
But it's
it's
really
the
cute.
Creativity has been on since
flowing. That's part of quarantine.
Have you
that's when you said trying to repurpose your quarantine. I definitely feel you there. Like trying to like make it like, okay, we've got this time. When are we ever gonna get this time again?
Exactly.
Ever.
Have you been doing anything like that, Steph? Have you been creating or getting into anything that you haven't had the time for because of work, since you've had nothing but time at home?
I think for me, I've been just kind of going about, in the beginning, I was like trying to cook. I was cooking a lot and I never cook in real life.
Yeah.
So
same here.
It seems like the go-to for a lot of people.
I was bored. Yeah, but then I was like, this is just really not me. You know, like I just do not think this lifestyle is what I normally want in my real life. And so I decided to like create like passion projects. So then I would still use cooking, not to feed myself, but like for other people. So then Hannah, she's one of my friends. She requested the like kombi katsu sandos. They're like the Japanese sandos, and kombi was like the #1 restaurant in the U.S. last year.
Damn.
And so I was like, I'll try it. Yeah. So then it became a passion project to do like a taste test, make like the right combination of like, is it chicken breast? Is it chicken thigh? Is it toasted bread? Is it not toasted bread? I do all these combinations. So like I take normal life things and I make it into like a passion, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Just trying to like make norm fun.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. I can see. I suck at cooking, so I can't even. I've just been not cooking.
What's your pastime right now, Sid?
To what I've been doing while I've had so much free time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're still working though.
Yeah, you work. You work.
I feel like are all three of you guys working?
I lucked out. Like, and that's something that like I know a lot of people hadn't had the opportunity to. Is like I still been able to hold down a job. Even though it's crazy because a lot of my homies are, furloughed or, they got laid off, but they're making bread right now. So, with that free time, I've seen a lot of them like definitely hustle more, get into like, whether it's selling shoes or like flipping shoes and things like that, just because sneakers are still selling. Like shit is still selling out there in these streets.
Crazy.
Like the economy I'm sure has taken a hit and is slowed down for sure, but in the hype world, all that shit is still selling the fuck out.
I want to know who are these people and where do they have this like endless
money, there's money out there in the streets.
Wild.
People are getting OnlyFans popping. I just found out about
OnlyFans, man.
Demon Time. Have you heard of this Demon Time?
Kristen brought it up. Beyonce
on that Demon Time. I might start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, but when she mentioned it in the song, I didn't realize that Demon Time was a whole nother
what is
service.
That?
I didn't.
If Beyonce, wait, let's get this.
Demon Time is like
if Beyonce states something in a song, it is automatically a thing. That the
Beehive.
But it was before she sang the song.
No, Demon Time is an OnlyFans like service that I believe does stripping. It's online. It's like online strippers, I believe.
That's fucking
strip
crazy.
Clubs. That's what I believe. Yeah, I think it is.
I thought I saw it all once they had the drive-through strip club.
I seen that, but I didn't know if that was I don't know what that was. That seemed like it was a waste of money.
That was some middle America shit.
So like,
they literally had a drive-through. Like the strippers would be like on these podiums, and you would drive your car through and like throw money at them, and literally just drive past, and that was your experience.
I love the concept.
At the strip club.
But then what if you want to like hold off on one person and be like, I want to chill here?
The guy got out of the car and started because she was behind like a little thing, right? A little gate. And he's driving up and then he gets out the car and he throws his money at one girl.
That's literally like the Mad Max shit, bro. That's really
yeah. It definitely is.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, hold on. So Demon Time is Instagram's after dark craze.
What?
So it's essentially strippers dancing on Instagram Live after a certain time. So it's late night. Like it matters.
And then they make little children.
Yeah.
I know that all the kids write that they're 18, but they're all like 12.
Yeah, exactly.
There's for sure some minors tuning into that shit 100% with mom's credit card.
100%.
Oh my god. This is the world we live in.
That is wild, honestly.
I mean, even when I was a kid though,
this girl says she's made $18,000 dancing on IG Live.
That's honestly sickening. For over what? Like the course of this quarantine? That's
get the money. Whatever. People want to spend it. Let them.
Dude, that salary's looking crazy. That's
just
like 2 months, 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's called Demon Time. You use the hashtag Demon Time, I guess.
Count me out.
Get your money.
Get your money.
Do what you gotta do.
Shit, I'm about to go on Demon Time tonight.
I'm shook.
Sin signing up. He's like literally signing up right now.
Fuck it. I'll do Demon Time on Instagram.
Oh my god. What else is going on? Let's get off right now. Let's go back to the fact that this is week 69 and I mean, I guess
I didn't really want to that much, but I guess we do have to cover it.
You do have to cover it because it's literally, bro, he's #1 on the charts right now. You can't ignore it.
Did you like the song?
Did you fuck with
I did. I can't lie. Like the song is like
the shit
my
slaps.
The shit slaps. Yeah, the shit's totally my vibe. It's just totally my vibe. Did you listen to it, Estefania? Did you listen to?
No, I actually
okay.
I saw the live video, but not.
What'd you think of the live video?
I mean, I
usually just like skim through them because I never. It's just so,
It's like, I mean, I totally understand what he's. Yeah, I watched the bullet points of the live video, and I understand why he's saying what he's saying, but at the same, I just don't. I can't 100% agree with him. I can't 100% judge him because I don't live that life. That's not me. I'm not. Or
as far as the street code, let's put aside that. Let's talk about the street code of if
it's based off the street code, then once it's in the street, it stays in the street. So if people cross you, you never involve the police. So Tekashi says, yeah, those guys did all of those things to him. If it's street code, then essentially what you do is you're supposed to do those things to those guys.
But like, Tekashi isn't even from the street, so he can't even really. I feel like it's not in him to even abide by it because he's not actually from that.
And that's really where I personally think the blame comes down to the guys who initially welcomed Tekashi in. Yeah, you can't bring someone in who didn't grow up with you and has your same values and expect them to do the same thing. Like, that's just not. If I was in that group, I'd have been like, "Yo, what are you guys doing? Like, this kid's not gonna. I mean, if we get caught, he will rat. He's going to tell. There's no way he's gonna." Not tell. Like,
but wasn't that definitely like very relevant to people that like people were like, he's not from the streets, like he's rapping like this, like you guys are supporting him saying all this shit, like why? Like, because I mean I don't know nothing about Tekashi 6ix9ine and I knew that, like, so why would these people think that if you're dealing with him that closely, like he's not from here? I don't know, it's just foolish.
It seems pretty wild.
I mean, I feel like they should have I don't know, because you think about his first video, right? The Gomo video. Like,
have you seen that one and stuff? Did you see like the very first one?
Where he's
like
all he's got.
So you never caught on to
No, Tekashi. It was like not in my scope.
I find it interesting because it's honestly like he is the culture for the youth right now. They're looking at this guy. And it's interesting to see how this is going, because honestly, who was it? Rich the Kid, who's been like kind of going at him a lot. He's been saying like, I'd rather be broke in the streets than be rich and have to have 24-hour security. And I can kind of feel that like Tekashi's setting himself up to live a lifestyle where you can't even feel safe just like being outside.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you want to take such a strong stance, there are going to be people that don't like you.
100%.
And also, don't drive the cars that you drive if you're in witness protection program, and like don't look the way you look, and like don't go in public.
He can't
it's
not.
So hard for him.
His face is tatted up, so he can't not.
It's like a contradiction. Like he has to.
I think he's.
Yo, did you see that his neighbor, like this little like teenage girl, she was like Snapchatting. She was like, hey, Tekashi's outside like my window, he just moved in and he's taking selfies.
Yeah, because
it looked on her
like,
TikTok.
And he's taking selfies next door, and
it looked like it looked like some complex he moved into. It looked like it was a complex.
Yeah, it looked like a duplex situation.
It didn't look like it was like some mansion or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It looked like they shared a pool or something like that. Like it looked like he was moved into some small ass space.
He needs to put down the cars though, for sure. Like if you can look the way you look and take some pictures, but like you can't expect to hop out in a blue Lamborghini in like the middle of like East Jesus nowhere.
I don't think that's expected of him.
I just think that he's taking a very bold stance by making this. First of all, I'm gonna say that honestly, the production of the video and the song is pretty good. Like the song's good, the production's good, and
we all knew that though.
Yeah, we all knew that when we saw it. And that's why it went up so much, is because it's a powerful video. But at the end of the day, like he's putting himself in a situation where it's like you're setting yourself up for.
I mean, he's double downing. He
was literally saying fuck everyone in that video.
He's pretty much in the end of the video.
Literally laughed in their face in 2 different tones.
He said,
in the end of the video, Steph.
like in the video.
And in the end of the video, Steph, they changed his face to a rat emoji,
and it's like it's like on his face like a filter, like
the filter, like the iPhone filter,
and he's just saying like ha ha, like
just straight laughing, trolling them 100%. So
he's asking for
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If I feel like
honestly,
any publicity is good publicity, right?
I'm honestly afraid for Tekashi. I don't know if he's afraid, like if his security's that good, but he's definitely putting himself at risk, dude.
It seems like he's trying to make himself so big as far as like a public figure that it would be really to kill him.
It would be really what? Sorry, you cut out.
Really hard to kill him. It would be really hard to get close to him, to murder him. I think that's what he's doing. I think that's the goal.
I've watched too many scary things, and I'm like, it sounds.
I think he has no other choice. Like, I think he was like, all right, like, I'm gonna tell on these guys. Like, he already knew he was gonna tell. The only way to make it work is to get so popular, so big that the companies will have to pay for 24-hour security. Like, there will be I'll be too big that you can't, like, because you can't. How close do you think you can get to Drake right now?
Not close.
You can't kill Drake.
Actually, no.
You couldn't. Nah.
You could probably.
You might be able to kill him. Now, here's the thing. You might be able to kill him. Are you willing to go to jail for the rest of your life just to kill off of principles, to kill Tekashi 6ix9ine? Because you might be able to kill him, but guaranteed you will get caught.
Yeah, you'll go to jail.
Go to jail.
On TikTok, I did see a video of the person who was postmating to Drake's house, like, just showed up and, like, they opened the gate and a guard came out and took the bag and went inside. And that was just what it was. He just, like,
that's okay though. But once again, I change it in the sense that, yes, you might be able to get close enough to Drake that you could, or to Tekashi and kill him. But he's so big as an artist that you will get caught. You're guaranteed to get caught. So do you care enough about Tekashi 6ix9ine and these morals and the street code to go to jail for it?
Well, that's what you have to realize.
That's what it'll come down to.
Whoever is willing to do that is willing to do that. Like, that's what it is. You know, like, you're never going to understand that.
I don't know if someone cares enough that much. I don't.
There's really weird people in this world.
There are.
Very surprised. Like,
I don't know if they care enough that much to go to jail just for.
No, yeah, they do though. There's crazy people go to jail every day.
To listen to crime junkies.
We will see. Because,
man,
that's
one thing I do know in this life is people are real life crazy. Crazy. That is the real life.
The real way to win
Tiger
is
King.
Yeah, I know, right?
Say less.
I love that.
Because the real way to win is ignore him. If literally no one, if he got out of jail could you imagine if he got out of jail and that video got 0 views?
We talking Tekashi or Tiger King?
I know, right? Tiger King's getting mad views. He's getting all the fucking.
He's locked up still.
He's still feeling good though. He's in prison. He said, "I'm a celebrity in real life.
Yeah, but
everybody loves me."
He's literally gonna be so old when he gets.
He is so big on TikTok. The youth loves him.
His boyfriend is sauce, dude. Because when he gets out of jail,
which one? Oh, the baby.
Yeah, he's gonna be on. Actually, no. I wonder if he'll actually get out of jail. Because he was already pretty old. He's an old guy.
He'll be like 80 or 90 probably.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I didn't even think about that. I forgot he's an old dude.
Yeah.
He's an old dude. Yeah. He'll be like 80 something when he get out. Yeah. Damn.
Fucking Do you guys think Carol Baskin did it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%.
Yeah, I feel like it's without a doubt. Like, I'm the jury and I've convicted you. You're done.
We end up on this again. This is crazy. This is insane. This is how many weeks old?
Honestly, whatever.
Wait, Sin, have you even watched it though?
I watched the whole thing. I watched it before y'all niggas. What you talking about?
No, you didn't. We watched it.
Yeah,
We were the originators.
I think we put you on.
We were first 50 views. First 50.
We can definitely go back to the episode and we'll talk about. And you can go back and I told you guys to watch Tiger King. I was telling y'all niggas to watch.
No way.
Sure.
I honestly would bet. I would bet 50
If you're
US
a
dollars.
I'm down to bet the money. I'm down to bet the money. We can bet the money. You're gonna go back and research.
I got 5 on
50
it.
USD. You did not recommend it.
I definitely recommended it. I was like, yo, you gotta watch this Tiger King shit.
Man,
wow.
What do you think the US dollar is gonna be worth after this?
This shit was bonkers.
Not
much. I mean, actually, no. I don't know because niggas are still buying shit.
Fucked up,
but they're promising like another trillions of dollar, like another for people, like another stimulus. So like, and like how much people are, how many people are on unemployment right now? Like,
I don't know. Trump's trying to buy my fucking vote right now. Trump is literally trying to buy my vote. If he gives me another 12,
2,400 and Trump has your vote? What are you saying, bro?
Nigga just gave me another 12, yo.
No.
Biden ain't do shit. Biden ain't give me nothing. It's like Biden ain't give me nothing. He ain't even give me like a funny commercial.
Hey, you know what? Bernie Sanders gave me $600 a week extra because if it wasn't for Bernie Sanders, I would be getting $167 a week for unemployment. Wow. That's all that they would be giving me. Like, what are you saying to me? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, I make that in like an hour. Like, what do you mean? Like,
what?
You know, so if it wasn't for Bernie Sanders, I'd be making nothing. I'd be crying. I would be for real crying every day. I would be cheating the system. Have to doing it behind the scenes or something. Like,
you have to do what was that?
Demon hour.
Demon time.
Demon hour.
Demon
time.
Okay, demon time.
Yeah, we'd all have to see each other on demon time.
That shit is crazy, honestly.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Wait,
so
what?
We forgot about this post of Steph. This poop post that you made.
Oh my god!
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
What's the situation?
Because it started off with if you know me, and I thought I knew you, but I never realized how serious you take poop. I try to take it serious, but like I definitely don't think taking it as seriously as I could. I don't have a squatty potty. You guys have a squatty potty?
What?
The squatty potty?
What is that?
Wait, I need a.
You know what? My old roommate, she would put her feet up on this. Is that what it is? Like a.
It's a little
like
brace.
A poop seat?
A little poop seat.
Okay, so she would put her feet up on the toilet seat, and I never seen anybody poop like that in my life. And then I was like, she's like, yeah, it helps me. And I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, on the actual toilet seat?
Yeah.
That is next level.
Yeah.
That's next level. That's fucking level.
My cousin called me the other day, and she told me that her son wipes his butt when he stands up, and he was like, do you think everyone does that? And so my cousin was like asking all these people, and then online some people, like, it's like half and half.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't know that, and my little cousin does that.
Yo, I just want to say that I had to pay for a monthly subscription to Zoom right now
to keep these three people talking like this.
Yeah.
TTT will exclusive.
I literally just set up my payment because that shit was about to end, bro.
I have a concern. Is that like your that information can be filmed? What
no, my screen's good.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, screen's good. I was trying to do what your roommate was doing, Kristen. I don't know how the fuck she does that shit. I can't even
people
get my feet
like that.
on this shit.
Yeah, at that point you gotta like focus, you gotta aim, you gotta
aim.
I would shit all over the toilet seat.
I'm done.
So Steph, when you say you take it seriously, or like, what does that mean? Like, are you like because how many poops?
I poop average like 3 to 4 times a day.
You can get 3-4 times poops off? How the fuck? All right, I take 1 poop a day.
Easy, bro.
I take 1 poop a day.
Right when I wake up.
So happy.
Right when I wake up, you feel me? Right, go to the bathroom. Then maybe I'll have some coffee.
See, I don't drink enough coffee. I feel like that's what it is. You guys have coffee in your diet.
See,
when I used to have coffee in my diet, yeah, I would probably poop multiple times a day. But like, yeah, I don't drink coffee like that anymore.
This quarantine has me eating 2 meals a day.
I mean, yeah, I probably eat twice a day. That's pretty much.
Honestly, once or twice a day. Like sometimes I'll just have coffee, maybe like a little sandwich. But then aside from that, like pretty much 2 meals. Like I've been eating
muffin in
a
the
lot
morning,
less.
a blueberry muffin in the morning.
Okay.
Lunch, which is like pasta or like something simple, some chips, dip, and
Ooh,
fucking
what kind of dip you got?
guac. I buy these. All right, so I get all my shit from Costco's, and I buy it for the week, and like
It's all about Trader
yeah.
Joe's, though. I'm gonna say that right now.
Well, because I gotta buy in bulk, bro. I get it like in one shot. Because like Trader Joe's, all right. So like the chips, I buy I buy like a full bag of chips. That's what I bring. So that's a lot of chips. So like I buy my chips from Trader Joe's. I'm just as fire. But yeah, and that's lunch. And then
the ghost pepper chips. Oh my god,
ghost pepper chips are them shits. I had them shits for lunch today, dog. Them shits,
bro.
Trader
What
Joe's
is it
ghost
with
pepper
those chips?
Them shits is fire.
Chips,
Next
yeah.
level. Next
Shout
level. You can eat a whole bag and your mouth won't be like on fire like that. But they're spicy though.
They're spicy. Just a little bit.
You know, that you could take it. But yeah, like twice a day. I eat twice a day, but I only probably poop once a day. Like you're pooping that many times a day. Like I don't even have the time for that shit.
Steph, what about you? What about you?
Okay, so pre-quarantine, I was like averaging 5 to 6.
Whoa.
Turn up, girl.
Yeah, and then now I'm at like 3 to 4.
Is that because you're eating less?
No, I think I was working out and before quarantine, and then I completely stopped working out. And then I think like just like the dysfunction of life kind of threw my body's very in tune with like the world and my life. So my body is like an indication of like, you know,
where
how healthy I am in the like aspect of the world. So yeah, I'm down to 3 to 4, but I think what I'm more passionate about is like the quality and like the healthiness of, you know,
I seen
the
that.
movement.
I did see that. Yeah. No.
And so after I posted that, so that was like a very vulnerable thing, right?
Yeah, like it was crazy,
but like, you know, it was extra.
Props to you. I appreciate
it. So cute.
And I think after that, I had like literally a dozen plus people reach out to me and texting me asking about like how they can improve their bowel movements, and I was like so excited. It's like a passion project, like I told you about.
What do you think? No cap?
Nah, I feel you.
Or cap?
You know,
that's legit. Like that's something that people. That's one of those things that
honestly, bro.
That's people want to talk about.
Like bowel movements are real. If you're backed up, it's a hard day. Like
it's the worst. Oh my fucking god!
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
Worst.
It's okay,
fucking worst.
My number one rule when it comes to bowel movements and improving your poop health is do not miss your first poopportunity.
Yeah, that's
so if you miss that number, like, you know, in that morning when you like have to wake up,
that's such real.
You have to really if you're like running late for work, you still gotta go. Like
you should trademark it.
Because
I've been
really
late for work. It's made me late for work. It has made me late for work. Oh
okay,
God.
but that is what is good for you, because once you miss that first one, then that day is basically a wash. You've like already ruined the.
That's real talk.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, you feel like shit. You feel bloated. You feel like it's just stuck.
Yeah,
you're too funny for that. Poopportunity. You really need to trademark that for real.
I want to take this opportunity to just shout out all my lactose intolerant people out there. You know what I'm saying? We're in this together. gang.
Fuck that shit. I don't want to accept it, but I definitely am lactose intolerant.
My favorite meal of the day is pizza.
Oh my god!
You show me a pizza, I have to eat at least a little bit.
So do you stay away from? Do you stay away from it at all, Steph, or do you still like dabble here or there?
Oh, I just am trying to figure out what my body likes and dislikes. So I still eat ice cream, even though there are times my body does not like it. I try to drink like non-dairy milk and non-dairy yogurt, like the cashew yogurt at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I never tried any.
So fire.
Okay.
Vegan. It's super good. Yeah. I'm really into that. So definitely get that in your next purchase.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
being around Culver City put me on to oat milk. I didn't even know that was a thing. Honestly.
Yeah.
I knew about almond milk. I was like, oat milk?
You gotta lift the pinky when you drink that oat milk. So
and honestly, oat milk is better for the environment.
How so?
Oh, word?
Yeah, because the pesticides that they put in the almonds to make them, it's like bad for the bees. And also, like, almonds are supposedly man-made, so it's double not good.
Well, my whole thinking though is
real.
Dr. Sebi, I don't know. That's what Dr. Sebi said. So I don't know. He said that it's like it's man-made shit.
Dr.
So
Sebi,
the fact that we're just gobbling it up.
Who's Dr. What's man-made?
Wait, what? He's the doctor that everyone is like. That's who gives truth. Like he's like a deliverer of truth, and
he's like some anonymous shit. Like he'll just like give you facts.
No, he's dead now. But
he's dead. Thing really fucked with him. Nipsey really fucked with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to check him out. I honestly have never heard of this doctor.
He was.
I'm ignorant, but I didn't know.
But he's like never technically had like a doctorate in anything. But he like claimed that and I say claimed like I believe him, but like claimed that he could heal people of AIDS, like through like
so the almond is a man-made hybrid of the wild almond, which is notoriously bitter. So the normal almond, the actual wild almond, shit's gross. People don't fuck with it like that. And could be deadly when consumed in considerable amounts. Holy shit, that shit'll kill you.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the history of the almond is unclear, and scientists can't determine which variant of the wild almond was selected and bred to create the modern day almond. But yes, the almond is man-made. Wow.
What the
I feel like you need some you need that more.
No.
So drink oat milk.
My world is rocked right now.
Can we just get sponsored by oat milk?
Is literally an artificial made thing.
The next time you see almond, look at that shit and tell them, nigga, you ain't real. You ain't real.
I think and I've known that for a long time, really, and I still eat almonds sometimes, and I'm like,
I love almonds.
I'm like, who are you?
Dude, I got almond milk in the fridge right now with the hint.
Oat milk is the jam, man.
Oh, no.
They don't sell oat milk at the fucking.
Wait, Sin, so what are you gonna do after this? Are you gonna actually? You might have to get oat milk.
They don't sell oat milk.
You might have to travel further. Travel further.
You gotta find.
I definitely have to travel further.
You got a special travel.
I'm at a Food for Less in the hood.
Oh wait. One of my passion projects is getting groceries for people, so I can definitely pick up oat milk for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, I love that.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, oat milk. I will definitely get you oat milk. Anything that you cannot get in your area, or even the Korean market, because got the soju hookup. So.
Yeah.
Wait, so Steph, are you making this a business?
I might need some
grocery delivery.
No, it's not. It's more like.
Movement.
Like I said, I wanted to do something with my life that I do normally, but like I can repurpose it in a positive way. And so that was one of the things.
Let me design some merch.
You want?
I just want to design like a uniform or something, like a little.
Yeah, I think you need. I think you need some swagger or some drip when you do this and stuff. I agree with T. What he said.
Okay, well, one of the looks I do is like the Korean mom visor. That's like a Darth Vader mask.
Oh wow.
Yo,
you guys want to see it? I have it.
Yeah, please. Can you put it on?
Please.
Yo,
I'm surprised you even asked.
The actual mask. Let's go.
Yo, speaking of Costco's, look at this big ass bottle of Bombay I got.
It's my visor.
Oh shit! You made that? You made that?
No, I
made that.
Those. Hell yeah!
I
actually did a photo.
No, I did not make it.
Yeah, those are
dope. It's
dope.
a visor that usually Korean moms wear when they go drive or like.
Yeah. Yo, Korean moms are some of the drippiest moms out.
That's drip. That's drip.
They be so fucking swaggy.
Okay, I literally bought this last year in Koreatown for $15, and then some yoga brand recently, after all this COVID started, they're selling this for $55.
Yeah, I've seen it for like $50. Yeah, I was about to say, I seen those for like $50.
And man. I got like this, I even got the side panels right here.
Oh shit, the extender. The extender.
Whoa.
The extender.
Oscar, you go.
That shit is
The
hard.
visor with the extendo.
All right,
Holy
all right.
shit.
So,
You want to see a transformer?
I knew there was gonna be a flex on this podcast, and that was the flex.
The visor with the extendo.
And the
That
shirt.
was-
The shirt was a flex.
No, the
Visor with
shirt. The shirt is
extendo.
amazing. I love that shirt.
Yeah, no, for real. Shit. What was I gonna? It wasn't the almond. Oh,
The almond milk is crazy though. You really fucked me up with that.
yeah.
Oh my god. I'm never.
I'd heard that before, but I guess I didn't really process it like that. Like,
They're
yeah,
fake?
that's man-made, but I think I consume a lot of man-made shit already.
I mean, it's
I mean, if you don't eat
like
organic,
pretty
right?
much everything that you eat, unless it's a real like live raw vegetable from like a non-genetically modified situation. Like you're eating something fucked up. Like that's what's this coronavirus. Like we would maybe could stand a chance if we ate vegetables. Like if this nation it was healthy. But like the reality is people survive off of Doritos and Pepsi. And
Doritos and Pepsi is so Coke.
No, I'm a Cheetos guy. I'm a Cheetos guy.
Cheetos and Coke I'll do, but
Cheetos and Coke for sure.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Did Pepsi lose? Did Pepsi lose? Did Pepsi lose? Like let's be real. Did Pepsi lose?
What do you mean?
Like did they lose?
Because you know what? My dad put me onto this shit. Shout out my dad one time. Bro, they have sugar, like real sugar Pepsi. And it's the white lid. You have to get the white lid Pepsi for the real sugar.
And that'll like, you think that matches like Coca-Cola? Like
honestly, when's the last time you had a Pepsi
over a Coke?
Like a glass bottle Coke? Like you get a glass bottle Coke? That shit.
The Mexican sugar.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
That shit'll fuck me up.
No, them shits are all right.
Glass bottle Coke?
I don't know
that
what
on a hot summer day
on a scale. Like where are they at? It's
you know how the
like
beads
right
be
here.
like. You know how the beads be like on the bottle, just looking all sexy and shit.
That's the.
And that's no endorsement. That is no fucking endorsement. Fuck Coke.
No, Coca-Cola has a bag though.
Yeah,
they obviously had. Dude, they had the polar bear.
The polar bear.
They had
that little girl who was singing the songs about Coke or some shit. When I was little.
Wait, did Pepsi have Cardi B? Pepsi had Cardi B, right?
That doesn't matter.
It might have Cardi B.
That doesn't matter. Cardi B is literally
show.
like a generational thing. Like Pepsi's been around with like polar bears and fucking that whole
Coke.
vibe for literally.
You mean Coca-Cola?
Yeah, he doesn't even know who he's trying to represent. So I don't. This is
speaking.
I'm not trying to represent anyone. I'm not trying to this isn't a paid ad. I'm on a podcast.
Speaking of Cardi B.
Give me some money though.
Speaking of Cardi B, what do you guys think of this new little hit crew that Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Doja Cat are both the number one? Like they both hit the number one spot with their
Doja
songs.
Cat had that promo for her boobs.
Wait,
right?
Yeah.
She's not doing it apparently. It's
no,
not
and good for her. She trolled the people.
She's still promoting it though.
Hold on. Did you fuck with Doja Cat? You know about how so for the people who aren't listening, Doja Cat, if she had the number one record in the country, or she got number one on Billboard, she was supposed to show her boobs, and apparently she did. And this is, from what I hear, this is the first time Nicki Minaj is actually on the number one, her number one first.
Wait, she did show her boobs, or she?
I don't know. Did she? I didn't see.
No, she said that she wasn't. She was like, "I'm not going to show you my boobs so hard." That's what she said.
Because she said, if I get to number one, I'll show you my boobs so hard.
And then she said, "You got played. Like you got played. I'm sorry. Like I told you I was going to, but I'm not going to show you my boobs so hard."
It was
she's a clown for that.
Ever.
I love her.
The internet's dumb right now. Like
I've gotten played like that before.
Yo, that's some funny shit.
I've gotten
she played everybody, like and they said, "Okay, stream it. Let's see them."
Yeah. She didn't think she had that kind of power, but like, nah, niggas want to see some boobs. Like, it don't even matter.
Good for
I can
her.
go on the internet right now and look at all on Pornhub right now. But if Doja Cat says she's gonna show her boobs if we get her a number one record, I'm gonna give it to her. Yeah, and I want to see them boobs, even though I've seen
Christian's got his phone streaming that one song just over and over.
Like that's all that it is. Like I don't know, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, all your Demon Time funds will go to.
Yeah, right? They'll go. I mean, yeah, they'll go somewhere else. I mean, it's fucking crazy. So, but she got shout out to all of them for getting top records. I mean, this isn't Beyonce's first number one, but for it to be Nicki. It's kind of weird. I thought Nicki Minaj already had a number one.
I feel like that. I don't know if that's true. I don't fully believe that. I would have to see that for myself.
Yo, did anyone get the stimulus yet?
Yeah, y'all
I
niggas
got
ain't got that
it.
shit?
I haven't
I
got
got
much
mine
good
last
news.
week.
Mine supposedly set sail on the 8th.
Where's mine?
You just got yours, this Steph?
I got mine last week. But T, did you set up your email on, or like, did you go to irs.gov?
I did, and then
Y'all niggas had to do all that shit?
Yo,
No, just check on your status.
Oh, this is second status. My shit, I was in the first wave of that shit. I don't know how I was in the first wave, but I was in the first wave. I don't know either. What does that even mean?
Sin, I heard they're doing a second wave.
Yeah,
Are you sure? Do not play me.
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was saying. Trump is trying to buy your motherfucking vote.
It's not even Donald Trump. It's Nancy Pelosi. They're like arch enemies.
Bro, but honestly, no. Let's be real. I
showed you the letter last week. I read it.
Yeah, you did show the.
Yes, it says, "Yo, what up? I hope you enjoying that
what
money.
Up, B?
Boy, Trump. I did this.
It's your own money coming back at you. Don't let
you got a physical check.
No. I got the direct deposit, and then like a week later, I got this check. I mean, this letter that's literally like if you read it, it's red, and you're gonna get it too, because you got paid out. If you read it, it's red like Donald Trump is writing it to you, and then it's his signature at the bottom, and he's like, "I enjoy this.
Oh my
goodness. It's your boy Trump. I'm out." And you
might have like let's recycle and burn all of this together because it was really
not if he's trying to send another one. If he's trying to send
resource.
another one though, like I mean, I understand. Like if he's trying to hold us down because like apparently if you look at every other country that's going through it, the way that the country themselves, like Canada's, apparently they're giving everyone a consistent stimulus through the like and for like 6 months. Like,
whoa, dude,
yeah.
Honestly, wait.
Other countries are giving.
Canada.
We're the only country. We're
Can
the
we
only
shout
country.
out Canada one time.
Hey, shout out to Canada.
You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, bro, they provide healthcare to their people. They're doing this during this crazy ass time. Like Canada holds down their people. Honestly, the U.S. is fucked up. Let's be real.
Honestly, yeah, I am not.
The mayor just texted me.
Korean by like my family, but definitely wish I was South Korean because they take care. Like, have you guys heard of how the government has been taking care of the South Korean people during this quarantine and COVID?
No, what's going on?
So they were one of the first countries that like blew up after China because probably a lot of like tourists and like business people, but Korea was probably number 2 after China with the most cases and deaths and whatnot. And they completely turned it around so quickly within like record time that is nothing compared to what the US is even able to comprehend at this point. But things that I heard was like if you were in contact with somebody that they know that has COVID, then they would contact you and other people you contact. So they were doing contact tracing from like the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were making sure that people are getting quarantined and then isolation. And if you come through their airport, they would take your temperature. If you have a fever or any symptoms, they would quarantine you for 15 days, but they would send you boxes of like food. They'll send somebody to check in on you every day, all that. And then if you have family members, like my friends were posting about how like they got a package like for the like mom and dad and like the kids, and it had like all the food, all the sanitizer, mask, like gloves, everything you need, like thermometer.
That's
like
crazy.
And and the government will call you every day to check in on your status.
Oh wow.
Like, oh, how are you feeling?
That's South Korea.
I'd be like, who the fuck
South
is this?
Korea.
If the government called me, I'm definitely sending them.
Bro, I couldn't even find a mask for like at least 2 weeks, bro. Like 10 days at least.
And you needed that shit to leave the crib and do anything. You needed a mask.
Yeah, like you need a mask.
Go to the fucking gas station.
Well, like, yo, where do we even buy the masks if they're sold out? Where's the toilet paper? Where are the paper towels? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, have you guys noticed a rise in the prices of things? Because it's going up. We're facing. Yeah,
I heard there was like a tax at Trade. I did recently go to Trader Joe's, and I like maybe like a week ago, and I didn't notice it, but I thought Trader Joe's was raising prices. I heard they were.
I mean, pretty much I think everywhere is going to be, and like we're facing a global food crisis. And then also food is like going completely to waste, to rot. Like this onion company in Idaho or wherever the hell, they had just hella onions just sitting on the ground, and he was like posting, he's like, look, even if I cut out the middleman, there's nothing that I can do because we have so many onions, and like the reality is these groceries go to other places like that are not here. And if everyone still takes all these onions, there's still going to be extras. Like, because of COVID.
Wow. Who would ever thought, like, niggas just like, yo, I got too many onions, dog. I made too many onions, man.
Yo, In-N-Out's probably fiending for some onions right now. Because I
sure
know those lines are crazy.
Have you? I mean, you've driven by any of those places? You've seen the
lines. I've driven by like 5, 6 different ones, and all of them, no matter what time of day.
Go to a fucking Starbucks.
Hey, yo,
Starbucks is going crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna put everyone on game right now. I'm gonna put everyone on game.
Terrence does not wait in lines ever.
You do not need to wait in line. There are apps for that. There's an app for that.
Hold on, what do you mean?
Starbucks, any place that you order food, you can order it ahead.
Not In-N-Out.
Yeah,
except In-N-Out.
Well, hold on.
See, I live close to In-N-Out, so I literally just drive by and I'll be like,
honestly, that's when the waits for the places is where I've been getting my podcast listen offs, because like now that I'm like when I'm at home, I don't really listen to podcasts like that. I usually am watching something. So like
you run it in line.
Yeah, dude. When I go out, because I know I'm gonna be waiting in line. When I go to Popeyes, like I know I'm waiting in line, dog. I know right now the line in Popeyes.
How long is the line to Popeyes?
It's always nasty. It's disgusting.
Like how nasty? Which one are you going to?
There's one down the street, and it's always going out of the fucking parking lot. It's always going out of the place where you gotta. If you want to wait in line, it's always looking like if you want to wait in line, you got to wait in a dangerous ass.
Like it's technically probably illegal how you're going to be waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be waiting.
It's annoying, but it moves pretty fast. That's the thing. It's nasty when you look at it, but if you get in most lines, because that's the only type of service most of these places are offering.
Is it the one on Obama Boulevard?
Is it the one on Obama? It's on Western. It's Western and.
Oh, not Obama Boulevard.
I can't remember.
Do you think any of this is even going to matter in 3 months? Like going, like literally, like
I think the things
Popeyes,
I think the things that won't matter in 3 months right now are all the things that people are buying that they can't even use, like sneakers, clothing, fun things.
Do you think that will improve our eating?
Matter, let's be real.
No, I think they'll always matter. I think it's just like people won't look at them the same right now. They're still buying them, and the prices are. If you look at the prices are actually going up on sneakers, especially with this Jordan dog playing. All of the Jordans are ridiculous right now. Jordan 1s.
Jordans.
Yeah, the prices are fucking crazy right now. I think you'll see those taper off. I think you'll just see like the lack of funding finally hit the economy. Right now, it doesn't seem like it's hit the economy. People are still buying. Things are still going. Can you like when everything's up and running, there will be nothing but you will be living in nothing but a sample sale. Like everything's going to be on sale once everything's back up and running. People will have so much stock of shit that they need to get rid of because they weren't able to sell it. That you will be living in the constant Black Friday.
I think it will cause like fast fashion to slow down. I think that we'll get more into like that nice little four movements a year instead of like
fast
four
fashion
movements
can't slow down. Can it slow down?
It has to.
Dude,
it has to.
Real shit. I think that the economy is gonna blow up after this shit.
You mean like it's gonna be mad booming?
Like, I think that we're gonna be. I think this is gonna be good for us.
I hope. I think. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, there's maybe we can hope for that, but I personally don't think so. I feel I am fearful for the future a little bit.
Time thinking that.
I just want to think positively because honestly,
and that's a beautiful thing for real, because it's very hard to think positive because it's. I mean, the reality is, I just think like, okay, say like people just keep getting sick and we refuse to open up. Like, what's going to happen to the person that like doesn't have a job right now? Like how many, there's like 4 million people, like actually, there's millions of people. I don't know. Last time I know it was 4 million, but people that have applied for unemployment, like, what are
the number's crazy.
You can't give us all money. Like back or back pay was like almost $6,000 that they gave me. Like, and that's how many, like, millions of people, like, and I get not a lot of money compared to what they pay out.
I do have a friend who has applied for unemployment and has been waiting. He's been waiting for weeks now. Hasn't been back for anything.
Man,
dude.
And then I have friends
that wait is crazy.
And then I've had friends who've applied and are now sitting fat on they're getting like $1,200 because of the bonus 6.
Yeah.
And so they're sitting on a fat like $1,200, like they're getting the
and that's crucial right now when you need to buy groceries and you need to just like literally survive.
Live.
People
pay rent.
And that's for somebody who has like a W-2, like gig workers, like, which is like so many of California's, like hairdressers, musicians, like anybody who's like an artist, like they're getting $167 a month or a week. Can you imagine that? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy right now. But yeah, so I feel like the economy's gonna do some wild shit, some unpredicted shit right now. I think we can't really predict what the economy's doing because I see the economy moving in ways right now that I didn't think it would.
Just save your money.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
it.
for real.
I didn't think people would still be buying Jordans at ridiculous prices right now. I thought they'd be buying them for the low because people just need to get rid of them. People are paying the high for sneakers
like
that
resale?
People are paying for Jordan 1 Chicago's prices that I've never seen before.
Bro, it's the hype.
It's like,
because
let's be real,
that Jordan Doc is hype.
That Jordan Doc is
so
definitely
literally like saving the economy.
Yeah, 100%.
That Jordan Doc, that Jordan Doc is holding it down. Like, literally, it's so fire right now. And it's...
Have you guys been watching? Have you guys been keeping up and watching the Jordan Doc?
I haven't watched it since.
I missed this past Sunday, but I'm, I guess, 2 episodes behind.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's cool. That's like, it's, I mean, at this point,
till 6.
At this point, you're definitely getting a more realistic view of who Michael Jordan is.
Yeah.
If you've watched even the first 3 episods, 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very,
like,
feels good.
Yeah. And it's just like,
watch it.
Comparing him to like LeBron James is like ridiculous. I can't compare them to the generations and where they grew up in. It's true.
Like what Kobe said. Yeah. He said that there would be no Kobe Bryant if there was no Michael Jordan.
And you see what he's achieved and you see what he's done, and it's fucking insane. Like,
yeah.
And like what he went through to win 3 championships in a row and then do it again. Like, it's fucking crazy. And I can understand why he took the break in between. Like,
that's real.
Like there's no way a player in 2020 would have been able to do that. Like, people would have like looked at him like, so they would have ridiculed, they would have got at him so much. Like, they didn't have social media like that back then, and like, so he was able to get away, and all they were able to do was speculate about why he left after winning 3 in a row. But like, you see like all the shit he was dealing with. His father died. Like, and like he was just tired from the game.
That episode.
Yeah, yo, that shit was intense. Like,
I'm sad. Don't talk about it no more.
That shit's intense. Like, Michael Jordan definitely went through a lot. He definitely sacrificed a lot to be who he is. Like, he definitely, I could see him being happy and content where he is,
right?
And like not regretting anything, but thinking like, you know. Like,
but he continuously gives back.
Yeah, you know, he does. But like, you definitely, you see the way LeBron goes about his life and the way Michael goes about it, and why Michael Jordan is like, yeah, exactly. And like, it makes sense, and why I can't compare the two anymore, because it's just like, and why they were looking for another Michael Jordan, why they did what they did with LeBron James and made him like the king is back, king is here, and all that, is because the NBA needs that shit. Like, they need a dude who's like the leader of the league, like who's like the top dog. Like, I wonder what they're gonna do after LeBron James is done. Like, who's gonna be that exciting dude?
I misplaced my lighter and I'm just trying to find it. You see it?
No, but grab that.
You always misplace the lighter.
I got
it.
We're just honestly drunk here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm like 3 drinks in. Oh, she's got it. Boom. Here we go. All right. I actually wanted to tap in, Sin, because I know you're the man for this.
What's good?
I want to know what's going on, because I wasn't really hip to it. What's going on with the Supreme trademark battle?
Oh yeah. So if you aren't familiar, There's a store in China called Supreme Italia or Italy or Italia or whatever. And they pretty much any of the fake ass Supreme that you see with the big logo and all that, it comes out of there. And it's a whole big ass, really cool store. They have a huge store in China. And they Supreme, was in a trademark battle with them and sued and all that because they didn't have the trademark in China, the Supreme trademark. There's no stores out there, so I can understand why they wouldn't have it. But at the same time, you wouldn't think there'd be a whole Supreme. Like if you go in this place, it is mad ramps. It looks like if you look at the interior,
like Supreme shit.
This shit looks major. It looks like there was mad money put into it. Even the outside signage. If you look at the outside signage, the shit looks crazy.
Like you wouldn't look at it and think, the LA store.
Yeah, it looks like something that would. It looks like if Supreme was in Vegas.
Is it bigger than the LA store?
Yeah, it's huge. It's a big ass fucking store. It's the biggest.
They have bootleg products. They have
it's nothing but fake shit. A ton of fake shit. Ton of fake products. All fake.
Yeah.
And they finally won the trademark battle. And they shut it down. And they finally won the trademark battle and they're shutting down the store.
Good for them, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Supreme, man, because they've been around for how long?
92, 93. No.
93? Yo, if they released on my birth year, that's kind of fire. Honestly, 93 till they have songs about that shit. Like my birth year.
94.
All right, it's cool. I'm not even mad. 93's we got it in the bag.
It was for my first birthday and a half.
You feel me? Shout out.
Damn, you were born 93.
Yeah, 93 till.
That's a cool. Yeah, that's a cool song to have.
My brother was born in 93.
Yeah, 93 is a good year. 2020 is not a good year.
2020 is not
for anyone.
No, you know what, man?
Honestly,
I know a baby born. Do you know any babies born, Steph? Born this year yet? I know a baby born this year.
Yeah, I have like I know 2 babies born, but two of my close friends are one of them is having a baby, her 3rd baby, and then another is having her
this
1st,
year.
but it's all in this month. So.
Yeah, I have a friend having
this month, which is crazy.
This month, yeah.
Right now it's tough.
The air is like poison. Like this is scary.
Audrey just had her baby.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she just had her little girl.
Yo, congrats! Hell yeah!
Echo, I believe her name is, and
wait,
and then Fern. Echo.
That's her.
Yeah, and then Fern, and we all know Fern, friend of the podcast. Fernando.
Oh,
Fernando.
Yeah, he's having a baby. I think in August.
Honestly, I'm proud of my boy Fernando, man. Yeah. Shout out Fernando once.
Yeah, no. It's crazy. This motherfucker's having a baby. Like, I think this is the closest. I've had a ton of friends who've had babies. I feel like how you might feel, Steph, because this is like a close friend.
Yeah.
Who's like someone I talk to every day, someone I hang out with, someone who like this baby there's no undoubt this baby will have an effect on my life. Like, because I'm that close to the person. So like I haven't really had that as far as like the level of friends that have had kids, like how close they were as a friend. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm excited to see that side of it. I'm sure you're very familiar with that side as far as like being I'm
the drunk auntie, but I'm the favorite one. So.
I can't wait to get that shit because I know.
Always like, you love kids. Like, why don't you want to have babies? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna borrow yours for a couple hours.
It's just like a drive-through situation.
I do not have to wake up in the middle of the night 5 times.
Because Fern actually talked about, he was looking at this house that had the pool house in the back, the spot in the back. So him and Shorty were gonna move in with the family, and then I would move into the pool house in the back.
Oh my God.
Be the cool
It'll be like the Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's what I was literally saying. I was like, yeah, you need to buy that house. Like, that house looks amazing. Like, we need to make this happen ASAP. Like, and film the entire thing and make a reality show. Like, and sell it to
amazing.
Yeah, like, let's do it.
Yo, that sounds tight.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what that's like. So you are the cool drunk aunt, like, but that also, like, do you get to like celebrate in like ways that like, Christmas and things like that and buy cool things for like the kids and stuff? Like, do you do?
Yeah, no, like it got paused for quarantine, but I usually have like a group of 4 girlfriends, and then 2 of them are moms. And then I always host like a dinner at my place every like twice a year, where I get like a piñata for the kids and food, drinks for the moms, and I make the guys like, you guys are gonna be the designated drivers tonight because my girls come to drink.
That's real. That's a good idea.
And it's so great. Like even when I FaceTime with some of the kids right now, they're like, the boys are like 3 years old. They just turned 3, and I would be like, oh, piñata, and they're like, yeah, like we want this snack and this candy. I'm like, I will have it all for you as soon as this is all over.
Yeah.
But it's cute. It's like, that's just like as honest as it gets. Like I just cannot imagine like how to comprehend all of the things that got changed in like a 3-year-old's life. Like
like you just can't go outside.
Have you ever thought of like wedding planning?
Oh, I actually am a wedding coordinator for the last 10 years of my life.
Oh,
Gang.
That makes a lot of sense. Hey,
that's awesome.
Yo, shout out Steph. I didn't know that. Good for you.
Yeah, actually, I've been through that.
You
shit.
seem like you would like run a wedding. She was just like, I want this here, I want that there.
Yeah, you're pretty. That's
a really powerful role. That's
pretty much
really
saying
nice.
you look good at telling people what to do. Like you
Honestly,
sound good at
and in
telling
the most
people
efficient, gorgeous way.
That is not easy to do because
it's not.
No.
Because Finn said that I was 7'1" or whatever. I'm actually 5'1", so 2 feet shorter than what was proposed to the audience. And on top of that, I am Korean American. I look like I am 12. But I am actually a lot older than what most people say. So I feel like people never take me seriously. And then when they think like, oh, who's your boss? I'm like, oh,
I'm the boss.
Hello.
That would be me.
I'd run.
Actually,
wow.
Me.
Yeah.
Say hello to a gorgeous queen.
It's just funny. It's like the industry is great. I call it like a sick cycle that I like it because it's super stressful and you put somebody's like most important day of their life up until that point into my hands, and then I have to somehow like make sure everything goes as planned.
That's I feel like that's gotta be so rewarding because it's as hard as it is after you figure it out and like you know who works hard and it can work with you, like you probably find your groove a little more and things become easier. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Like
no, for sure. But it's like a cycle. I'm like, oh, this is the last wedding. Like that was so stressful. And
where's your favorite venue?
Like, so they get married and then like everything was great. They're so happy. They're so grateful. And I'm like, oh my God, that really made up for all the difficulties and like
it's still drama, it's still stress.
The crazy
it's a drug.
mother-in-law.
Admit it. Just say what it is. It's a fucking.
It probably
drug.
is so rewarding.
You're getting literally high off that shit.
Because it really is the best day of their lives, and you get to see how happy they are.
Yeah,
it's a drug. That's exactly what you're.
It's a happy drug. That's tight.
Explain it when I get high. When I smoke a blunt, that's how I feel when I smoke a blunt. When I smoke a nice rolled blunt, that's exactly how I feel.
Wait, where's your favorite location to like someone to get married or host an event?
Oh, she's giving jewels right now. She's about to give gems.
Oh, shit.
Have you? Because I mean, I'm sure you've done some pretty cool locales.
Yeah, I would say I've had different ones. I did one in like a Malibu Outlook where there's literally like just like a circular stage and all you see behind the bride and groom is like the clouds.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And like you literally could not even decorate for that because like how can you compete with?
You just chill out. You just vibe with it.
Have you gotten the like blank check clientele? Like the customer was like, yo, it don't matter, or is everyone come with like, yo, I need to get it under here. I need to make sure it like is under this.
Yeah.
Are you like budget weddings?
So I feel like I am definitely under industry because this is not my company, or this is not my full-time business. It's just like
Right.
a childhood passion that I wanted to like satisfy. So I thought,
Yeah.
oh, I should really, it was a really crazy moment in college. The blog that I used was shutting down, and then they told me to archive all of my posts. And then I read this like blog post from when I was 14 years old where I was like, oh, when I grow up, I hope to be a wedding planner, blah, blah, blah. So then I was in college. I was like, oh my God, how can I not think about my 14-year-old past and give her a little bit of life or future that she hopes
Right.
she has?
Right.
It's really dumb. So then I like started reaching out to all these people back in like before, it was like 2005 to 2010, like when wedding planner was still not big. Like Jennifer Lopez did her thing, but it was not like something was considered. And then I think it started picking up where it was more common. And then I asked like a couple people, like, can I shadow you? I will work for free. Like, just let me watch what you guys do. And then I did that. And then after like 2 years, my friend asked me like, can you help me with my wedding? And then like that was my first wedding. It was a budget wedding. And I think it like just all continued from then. I never marketed myself for like.
Oh, you see that humble brag?
Business.
You see that humble brag right there? I never promoted myself. I never
it just is what it is.
It just is what it is.
Super low budget. Like I barely charge people in the beginning, and even now, like I'm very underrate of what people charge. But for me, I pick and choose who I want to work with because it is rewarding at the end of the day, and I wanna.
That's real.
Just like use my weekends in a way to help people in the same way that it'll gratify me because like I had fun. Like it was sickening, but like at the end of the day, I am physically satisfied. It's like very psychologically damaging.
Well, I just know because I mean, the thing about that industry is weird is because like it's something that, you know, everyone will do once, but since you only do it once, you're only supposed to quote unquote do it once. You won't have like the information about, you know, it's not something that you would know
again and again.
Exactly. So the information you have on how to access everything in that industry is so fucking valuable that like it just makes sense. Like, yo, I might be underrate, but you still might have to, you know, pay for the top dollars support right there. So good to know if I ever get married.
Not top dollar. Yeah, come to me. I'm really very bad business person when it comes to weddings. The good deal for everybody who comes on.
There we go. No, if anybody's getting married who's watching this, we will endorse Steph. We'll endorse Steph. She came on a podcast for free, so we'll fucking endorse her. We don't endorse anyone else who ain't paying for that shit, but we'll endorse.
I actually had 2 weddings out. One was in March and one was in May, and they both got postponed, which is crazy. Like the whole industry got shaken up.
I can only imagine.
It was like the one in March, it was very like still close where they were like, well, we are on standby because, you know, the stay-at-home orders in LA was still not. Yeah. It only came in the middle of March, and they were just like, oh, we're just gonna stand by. And then it was crazy because once like LA shut down, they're like no groups larger than 50, and then it was like, well, the wedding's already over 100 people. So then like the venue, all the vendors, like it's been crazy. I mean, luckily this is not my full-time job, so like I'm not depending on it. Like I can be flexible, but people like florists, I have friends who are florists and photographers and all these different vendors who their entire career is on hold because nothing.
I think that's the crazy shit that like you don't really think about the particulars, like the specific industries. You say everybody's like out of work, but like you think about what specific industries are out of work and how much people survive off of just the wedding industry or just like those specific types of like when you think about the fact that there's no sports games, right? Yeah, there's no one playing on top of that, there's no one who's buying the tickets, so there's no
one selling things outside of it.
Try to sit.
Like,
there's so many layers.
No products.
There's so many layers to every single industry: the wedding industry, the art industry, the fucking
the music industry, like gig workers, people that play music at restaurants to make money.
Like, there's so many layers to it. Even when I seen when I drove by a Trader Joe's the other day, I was like, and I seen a dude playing a saxophone outside the Trader Joe's, and I was like, damn, like, I can only imagine he's not like people who just hustle in the street, or who are like, you know, I can't, what's the word, the street performers, essentially. They're probably seeing nothing right now. Like, what are street performers doing? You know, like,
there's no tourists.
There's no tourists. There's no traveling. So, like, there's so many layers to everything that, like, yeah, it's crazy. Like
so mind-boggling.
Yeah, to have something where it's like you're always looking for that next gig or the next job.
Do you think LA is gonna really extend for 3 months, or you think it's?
I don't know. They're gonna. That's what I mean.
They need to reevaluate.
They have to give people more money if they want that to really happen, because the reality is people are not going to have money. And they have to give us something. If they're not going to let us go to work, which I understand why we can't go to work, but like, that's the reality, and people are suffering. Like,
I mean, realistically,
rent is expensive.
That's the thing. We all pay a surplus. We all pay to live in this city. Like, there's a reason why we pay what we pay, is to live in LA, right?
But we're not living.
Exactly.
So why are we paying?
That, there has to be some sort of give and take, you know, whether it's with the landlord who you pay rent to, whether there has to be some sort of like reasonable understanding when it comes to your living expense, because we live in an expensive city. So I feel like cities like this, cities like New York, like, they have to figure something out for people, like, because
I feel like they should just at least give you, like, so whoever you rent from is charging you whatever X amount more than they are paying to whoever. So why don't they just give it to you for what it is and call it a day, and everyone just like chill out a little bit, and then we can only focus on, like, instead of having so much debt, we can have a little less debt. Like, if you can't pay, like, just chill.
Steph, did you get anything from because you live in an apartment, Steph?
Yeah, but my roommate, she owns the property, so I got lucky where I'm not like, I mean, she's my friend at the end of the day, so I feel very fortunate that there's not like the laws and rules applied where.
Got you. She'll hold you down, pretty much. She'll hold you down. Yeah. Like, if you were like hurt, if you were like down and out, she'll hold you down.
Yeah, exactly. Which I feel like that's not the case. That's not most cases in the area.
Let's take away the friend aspect. Do you think her as a landlord or as an owner of the place would have done that for just a tenant? Do you feel like she would have held it down, like, for a tenant, like the?
Yeah, I mean, she owns the business, and I've seen the way that she's like taking care of her employees, and so it's just like the extent that I've seen her go through to make sure that it does like the least amount of impact for the people she wants to take care of. I would not doubt that she would. I'm just fortunate that I did not have to even take that.
Yeah, route. That's fucking super fortunate. Yeah, I luckily have been able to pay rent, so I haven't had to test my landlords like that, but I have wanted to. I just wanted to. Luckily, I've been able to pay rent, so I haven't been able to test them like that. And they, like, my roommate, he's been able to work from home as well, so like he hasn't been able to test them like that. But like,
wait,
I've wondered,
what is the craziest thing that a landlord has ever like done in your life to anyone?
Okay, so oh my motherfucking God. You guys want it story time?
Hit me.
Literally this past Sunday. Oh my God.
Yes, what I needed.
I totally forgot about this shit. I keep forgetting about this because it's so crazy. I usually put crazy shit out of my mind. All right, I get home this past Sunday. I get home around like 9:45 p.m., right? My roommate I live in a 4-bedroom. It's just me and my roommate. and I have one room that is one of the rooms is an office. The other room is like a storage room or whatever you put shit in. The office, the desk is set up so that your back is to the door, right? So already, like, that's not good. I never have my back to a door.
That's poor layout.
Poor layout. But the room is a poor room. Like, it only makes sense for the room to be like that, unfortunately. So, because that's like the longest actual wall in the room. Like, the desk is kind of big. It only makes sense. So, yeah. So I get home around like 9:45, right? 9:30, 9:45. I walk into the office. I see my roommate. He's a programmer. He's on the computer. He's got his headphones on. I have to like get his attention because once again, his back's to the door. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm here. Like, I'm home. Like, what up, my dude? And he's like, good. Oh, he's like, oh shit, what's good? Like, he noticed me. He seen me actually in the reflection because there's a window right there. He saw me in the reflection. He's like, oh shit, like, you're home. Like, what's good, my dude? I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Connect with him. Go in my room. I'm chilling, listening to music, smoking weed. This very room right here, and watching a TV, big ass TV that's right here. I thought I hear the doorbell ring. The doorbell is very light, very pussy, very whack. I thought I hear the doorbell ring. I'm like, all right, no, I didn't have the door ring. It's mad fucking late, right? Then I actually hear the doorbell ring. I get up, go to the office. I'm like, yo, dude, I had to talk to the roommate again. Are you got someone coming here? You got someone coming to the crib? He's like, nah, he's not. I'm like, okay. So I turn around, walk to the window in the living room. I can see out front to the front. I see that there's a car parked in the driveway, still running. And I'm like, all right, that's weird. And then I hear the door opening, my nigga. The door opening.
Sin exclusive.
Yeah. I hear the door opening cleanly. I'm like, what the fuck? My roommate did get up at that point and like was walking. And he was like right behind me. I walked, and then Terrence, you've been in my crib before. I don't know if Kristen, you've been to my house before, Kristen.
Yeah, at the bottom of the stairs.
Steph, my stairs is at the bottom. Like, if you open the door, there's a long stairway up to get to the actual apartment. I look down. I see some dude standing there at the bottom of the stairs with the mask on. And mind you, right, he had a mask on. He had a mask on.
The landlord?
No, it wasn't. I did not recognize.
No, was it a quarantine mask or was it like
that's the thing. That's the thing. There's a quarantine mask and then there's a mask. There's a Black Air Force activity mask, my nigga. Like, there's like two different types of masks. If he had on a quarantine mask, that might have totally de-escalated the situation. He had on a mask like, yo, I don't want you to know who I am type mask. Because like those masks block off like your face. It only show like your eyes for you to see what you're stealing or killing. You know, like so I'm like, yo, like chill, like who are you? Like he keeps saying John, like my landlord's name, like, but he's got a mask on, so it's muffled, so I can't understand anything he's saying. And he keeps saying like, I'm withdrawn, like, and he's showing me like a key, and I'm like, what the fuck? I tell him, I'm like, yo, stay at the bottom of the stairs. I'm gonna call my landlord. He's like, no, and he starts to try to walk up the stairs, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna call the cops. Don't move anymore. And that's usually how you test the motherfucker. Steph, if you ever want to test a dude, if you ever see any type of situation, say, I'm going to call the cops. If they, based off of what they do, is how you should move. If they move like they don't care, it's fight or flight. That's what it is. He started
Those are the real questions you need to ask.
Run, or if you got a knife or keys, you need to kill this motherfucker. Because if he's still coming up the stairs, I'm like, all right, he doesn't care that I brought up the cops. I need to run down these stairs and drop kick this motherfucker in his chest. That's essentially what
my God.
Sin exclusive.
To make a long story short, he finally gets up the stairs. We work it out. And because my roommate, luckily, he was with me, he's a little more like level-headed. And turns out he was there to see the place. He was there to actually see one of the empty rooms. Because I said I live in a 4-bedroom. And
wait, the guy that came to the door, or
the guy that came to the door was there.
Came up and in.
He just came
like
up
he
and
ain't
in.
got no problems to
like
just
he
do
ain't
whatever
got no
the fuck he
problem.
wants.
Like this is exactly.
That seems questionable to me. You should not allow him in your residence again.
Residence, exactly.
Never.
So because he's cool with the landlord, really cool with the landlord, good friends. came in to see the spot, one of the rooms. And the whole time he's like checking out the room, I'm like, this motherfucker is literally just scoping out how to rob the fuck out of us. He's asking us questions like how many of us live here, all this shit. I'm like, all right, this dude's just getting all the information to come back one day.
Is this Home Alone?
Yeah, literally 100%. Yeah. And
with the mask on the whole time.
Did I learn this when I was 8?
He had the mask on the whole time.
He was because my roommate wanted him to keep a mask on. I was like, nah, I need to remember what your face looks like, my nigga. So you need to take that mask off. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and peel that layer
I need
back.
to remember what you look
Exclusive.
like. I need to remember what your face is so I can identify that shit later. So I need to not have that mask on right now. Because remember, he had the full like fucking gator, like, yeah. So but turns out he was actually sent by the landlord. He was supposed to come Thursday during the daytime like a normal person, and came Sunday.
Yeah, but he came
at fucking 10 o'clock at night
and just walked into your house
during demon time, nigga. This nigga came in
during
like,
scout hours after 10 p.m.
like
scout time. Can't deal with it.
Oh my God.
And when I called my landlord,
out too.
I called my landlord to confirm before he even came in. Like when he told me that, and he didn't pick up, and then he calls me like a little bit later, crazy apologetic. I mean, now that I can talk about it, the situation is fucking hilarious because, I mean, if you guys are listening and you can't tell, I mean, by the way I'm telling the story, obviously this guy was a black guy. So, like, obviously I'm like, it's just so funny, like, that I'm, like, looking at it, I'm like, yeah. Because it's weird. Like, if he was a white guy, I definitely wouldn't have been as crazy, but I would have been like, I would have thought he was more murderous if he was a white guy. Black guy, I thought he was just trying to rob me. Like, I'd have been like, okay, I could deal with a robber. If it was a white guy, I would have thought he was trying to kill me.
You're like, yo, I'm about to die.
Yeah, no, I would have thought he was literally trying to kill me and eat me. Like, the levels of it, black dude, I could deal with someone trying to rob me. Like, yo, I'll fight you. You ain't stealing my shit. But a white dude, nah, this motherfucker got knives and shit. He's trying to Hannibal Lecter me. Like, it was just so funny. Like,
yeah, he's gonna story you and
but it ended up, after talking to my landlord, they were like, nah, we actually canceled it because of how you guys met. It's not really a good idea for him to move in. And I was like, all right, cool. That's okay.
Thank
goodness.
Yeah,
it's not. We didn't have the best first meeting, first intro of all time. So that happened to me last Sunday, honestly, guys. I'm glad I was able to share that with you.
Did anyone know about that happening?
No, you're the first people I told that shit to.
Wow.
No, I mean like your roommate. Like, did he like know that he was coming through?
No one knew. So
that's so sketch. You just walked into your house.
My landlord, I will admit, my landlord's communication isn't the greatest. He has someone who works for him who usually communicates with us. She didn't.
I'm
know
stressed out thinking about it.
Because the dude is honestly like his brother, pretty much. The nigga's his brother. So imagine he told his brother to, yo, go through this. There's these two cool ass dudes who live in this apartment that I have 4 bedrooms in, and they take up 2 rooms. Go to this dude. They're cool as shit. They smoke weed, all that. He probably told him. He probably was hanging out with him. Was like,
honestly, if he owns a building, he should take responsibility and fucking give you a call at least.
Nobody is walking up in my house. Nobody.
Nah, yeah. I'm not letting someone walk up my stairs.
I'm definitely shooting him more bill than he deserves because I can imagine me explaining me living in an apartment. Like, yeah, this dude is pretty much the level. Imagine Cheech and Chong is one person. Like, like that dude lives
super stoner.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he was like, oh, these dudes are super chill. So but to tell someone to come through Thursday day and then to come through Sunday night is wild. It's fucking
I just feel like I wouldn't want anyone living in my house that doesn't know enough to not just walk up in somebody's house at that time of the day. Like, if you don't have that basic concept, like, I don't want you to be around me for real. Because that's pretty basic.
Yeah, sounds pretty.
But that's the crazy ass story, dude. We've been on this fucking podcast for fucking forever. We got mad topics. We're definitely not hitting all these fucking topics, bro.
Yeah, we have mad topics.
No way. Just let's button up some topics before we like.
You want to give some shout outs?
Let's button up this topic before we wrap up this podcast. Hold on. So real quick, I wanted to ask Steph, is there any last bit of poop talk? Like, if someone's listening and was listening specifically for poop talk, is there any bit of advice you would give them as far as like, what's like the number one bit of a tidbit or like as far as like pooping to get it like right? like that you would say if you were to like button it up?
Yeah, so it all comes down to number one, that Poopportunity, but aside from that, it really comes down to your diet, your water intake, like what exists, like pre-existing bowel, stomach issues you may currently have. And then I think consistency. So for me, I got to a place where I poop, and when I wipe, there's nothing on my toilet paper.
God damn, what the fuck?
Right?
I don't know if that's
it's
possible.
like,
I don't have that ability. There's no way.
But I am very OCD, so I'm the type where I have to wipe like 20 times before I
need to see nothing.
Once I got to this like healthy state, I am wiping and nothing on my toilet paper, which is like the most magical thing ever, where no one can pay for that, you know?
I need that in my life.
So I think it comes.
I need that in my life. We're gonna definitely talk after
He's
this.
About to go on a cleanse after this.
We're definitely talking after this podcast. This is going down in the DMs.
You cannot pay for that.
You
cannot pay for that.
Nah, I need that ASAP. That needs to be my life. What? That's crazy. That's insane. So that's good. I needed that. So the consistency is key. Word.
Funny.
What else? What other topics, T, do we want to get in before we end this podcast? Because we've been talking.
Wait, are they gonna reopen basketball? Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But I
don't think that's gonna happen. They're trying to, but in the end of the day, I think the issue is that people have problems with mass testing for sporting event, for things that aren't health related right now.
What do you mean?
That's what it is. Like, because for the NBA to come back right now, for any sports to exist or for anything like that to exist, there would have to be mass amounts of testing. Everybody who's participating in it would need to be tested every day, every time something would happen.
And you can't go in between people. You can't touch nothing. Like, really, because you can get tested right now, but if what you bought in the last 5 minutes, like, is going to
but the testing, but the issue is if the testing is taking away from people who are living day to day that need to get tested for the coronavirus.
But you're talking about just ball players, right?
Not even. Well, for the thing is, for a ball game to happen, it takes more than just the basketball players. You need the refs, you need the coaches, you need any like equipment managers, all the people who it takes to run a game aside from the audience.
Yeah, but
right?
But can't you just like seclude them? Like, can't you just like quarantine them or
that's
not?
That's what they're talking about doing.
It has to be like legit quarantine,
exactly.
Because otherwise it gets dangerous. If it's not
exactly,
it only works like 100%.
So I mean, I think there lies the opportunity for NBA to come back. As far as all the sports that exist, NBA is most likely to come back because it takes the least amount of people compared to like football or baseball.
There would just be no fans.
That's true.
Yeah, it would be no fans, so it'd be a little awkward because it'd be silent, or they'd probably have music or whatever. But
they'll probably have virtual fans. They probably put like fucking like
virtual fans. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Something tight.
But yeah, so I think the NBA, if it comes back, man, I'm okay with it. I don't mind. Like, thank God, like there'll be something on TV to watch. I give props to ESPN because I still watch First Take every fucking morning. I literally still watch First Take every fucking morning. Even though Stephen A. Smith, First Take is like a sports debate show.
Stephen A. Smith. Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman debate sports every day, and there's been no sports for how many months now? So you got to imagine what these niggas have been talking about.
That's just so.
Yeah. So, and I still
not
watch
really though. That's just like. I can imagine what that's like.
They've been theorizing for 2 months, 3 months, my nigga. They've been theorizing for shit. So, so I'm okay with it. I still watch it, so I give them props. But
that sounds pretty cool.
I hope NBA comes back. Yeah. Is there? That seems like it. Is there anything else to talk about? We talked about.
Let me see.
Oh, that Beyonce paying for the home test for the pays for the home test.
That was baller.
That was pretty cool. I did like Beyonce. Shout out to Beyonce for paying her.
Shout out to Queen Beyonce. And also Michelle Obama. I watched her documentary today and I just want to give a shout out to Michelle Obama. You're a queen.
Oh, it's on
God
Netflix.
bless you.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, she just honestly like.
Damn.
She makes my spirit feel like full and like just like
bigger
joy.
No, honestly, I fuck with that, all that. Bigger shout out to Netflix because Disney Plus came through trying to say they were gonna be stealing. Netflix is still top dog. Disney Plus can get the fuck out of here. What shit is Disney Plus brought to the table? Disney Plus ain't brought shit to the table. They ain't got no Tiger King. Smart guy is the most y'all talk about. Yeah, and
smart guy.
There is nothing trending that Disney Plus has brought to the table,
bro.
Since day one.
It's not a.
Am I wrong, Steph? Am I wrong?
They have every Disney.
Netflix got all the trending stuff.
You're obviously not a Disney fan. Bro.
You have to have at least.
I am 100% a Disney fan, but my issue is, for me to pay for your streaming service, you have to provide something for me that I can't get somewhere else. And Disney Plus at this point,
bro, where are you gonna get it though without paying for it right now?
Yeah, you can't watch Snow White.
I'll download it.
Snow White.
See, if you're gonna download it illegal, you can say that about anything you watch. But
no. I'm saying as far as like old TV shows and shit like that, I'll download that shit. I don't care that. But like, yeah,
if they said about anything though.
But to get something new, if you have something new, I won't waste my time trying to download something new that I want to watch. Like, I won't waste my time trying to download Tiger King or something. Yeah, I'm gonna buy your service if you have enough trending things that I want to watch, and Netflix has it all. I don't think Disney Plus got the catalog.
I like the convenience, bro. They do have the catalog. They do.
I don't think they got the
catalog.
I don't think they got the catalog.
I can name like 20 hits.
You just have to be into like reliving your childhood, and that's it. Like
exactly, that's what you're saying. You're saying I got to be into reliving my childhood, and I
would pay like $20 a month for nostalgia's sake.
Dumbass kid.
If I want to like tap into my youth, like let me hit that. Like let me run that.
Steph, hold on. Do you have Disney Plus? Do you have Disney Plus, Steph? Do you have Disney Plus?
Do I have what?
Do you have Disney Plus?
I have it, but I have actually not utilized it.
Do you have Netflix?
Run smart guy.
I have Netflix, I have Hulu, HBO.
You hear that? She has Netflix.
Everyone has
Hulu.
Netflix, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. The people who don't.
Netflix is OG though.
The people who don't feel the need to get Disney Plus. Why is there no need for me to get Disney Plus right now? Steph is happy right now with all her services. She hasn't felt the need to get Disney Plus.
Bro,
and she's a totally objective point of view. I'm not. Have you felt? Is there anything that you're like, yo, I need to get Disney Plus for it right now, Steph?
No, I mean now smart guy because
yeah.
Smart guy.
She's like, nah, I don't need to watch Smart Guy. I got mad.
Hey, at the end of the day, wait. Oh shit. Are we still good? Yeah, we're recording. So
yeah,
it like cut out for a second. Anyway, Smart Guy. I love that show. That's me. But I'm saying there's so many. There's so many classics on. There's so many classics on Disney Plus though that you can run. They just hit. I don't know.
Shout out to Disney Plus. I might buy the service soon if they get something I want to watch.
You don't like Even Stevens?
Yo, Smart Guy is
something
really
I want to watch.
I
don't need to watch Even Stevens. I like.
What about the Marvel series?
You have to watch anything first of all.
Once again, something I need to watch. There's nothing I need to watch. I have all the Marvel movies for the most part. I downloaded all them shits when they were like. Yeah, there's nothing I need to watch right now on there. That's
honestly,
so bad.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to tell this. Let's wrap up this. This is probably we've been recording for this is a long ass fucking episode.
Yeah, honestly, they get longer and longer
every time because
this is week 69. But
I feel so bad for Steph. She's got a part of this. She's like,
yo, I just want to go to 3 hours.
She's
like, I want to go to sleep. She's like, I want to.
I'm sure Steph's got a fucking poop to take right now. Like, what the fuck?
She's like, it's been 2 hours since my last movement.
Yeah,
we've got to run.
Yo, I just want to say shout out to all the listeners out there.
Hell yeah. We appreciate
Shout out to Poopportunity. That's the best word I've heard in a long time. That is a reality that we all face.
Yeah, no. I definitely am never waiting anyone again.
Podcast.
Honestly, Number one golden rule.
Hell yeah. So at the end of the day, I love all you guys. Is there anything that you guys want to wrap up with this podcast?
Stay inside.
Yeah, stay the fuck
for a little
inside.
bit longer.
Try and stay hopeful.
I'm not gonna lie, I did go see the bioluminescent shit.
Ooh, how was it?
It was at Manhattan Beach. I did drive a little bit far.
Is it still going?
Amazing. No, from what I hear, it's done. But the shit was fucking amazing. It's really cool.
Missed it.
We missed it.
It was weird. It was weird as fuck. Did you see it at all, Steph? Or did you get to see it at all?
I went on Sunday with my roommate to Venice.
Oh, you went to? I heard Venice was popping. I heard Venice was popping
because it was too many people at like it was so late, but there were so many people, and I hadn't been around that many people, and I was
I think everyone. I was around a lot of people too, and I feel like everyone. That's gonna be the feeling once things start to open up. That you mentally will have to get used to being around a lot of people.
Wait, real quick, what do we think about this polar blast that they say is coming this weekend? They say
polar blast.
So it happened. So it happened. I have a lot of family. I'm from Boston. I had a lot of family on the East Coast who got hit with the initial. It started out east. The polar blast, if you don't know, Steph, it's like this wind tornado that's sweeping the country, or like cold tornado. And
weather machine. Needed anything else on top of the murder hornets?
Yeah, murder hornets ain't being corona though. Like that came and went. Like
have we all seen the day after tomorrow? Have we all seen the day after tomorrow? Can we just know that we are experiencing that? And when the scientist is literally like, "Hey, we only have this much time, and then shit's gonna go crazy." Shit is going crazy. Last time we were home in Ohio, I look on the news. My cousin's over here talking about global warming's not real, and on the TV there's tornadoes that have ripped apart like the whole fucking countryside. Like, what do you mean? Like, open your eyes.
So it's supposed to get cold here this weekend. It's supposed to be really chilly, but I don't know like if it'll really have an effect.
Worse.
The effect that it had in Boston from talking to my parents and all that, it was cold as fuck in Boston this past weekend, even though it's pretty much almost summer. Like some parts of Northern America got snow. Like,
wow.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be coming this way.
Here for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's hot as fuck right now. I'm hot as fuck.
It's nice for us. We can enjoy it, but I mean,
I want to turn on my AC, but it's loud as fuck. So,
that's probably the worst is a shitty AC situation.
No, my AC is fucking lit. It's brand new. I spent $400 on this shit. This shit is nice as fuck.
It's a little loud.
Yes, it's a little too loud. It's definitely too big for this room.
Cali summers
a little too loud for this room. But
Valley heat is crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know, because I'm not excited about driving out there again once this Corona shit is over. And
I hope we can still keep the video going, because it kind of
it definitely will.
Yeah.
All right. So let's wrap up this fucking podcast. At the end of the fucking day, we love you guys. It is your boy King Supreme. No cap.
This is no cap.
Are we wrapping this up?
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Stay hopeful, people.
Yeah.
Stay up.
Yeah. What about you, T?
It's rough.
Don't forget about T Will exclusive. You want to do the drop?
Let me do my drop.
T Will exclusive.
And Chris.
Stay well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do not miss your Poopportunities.
Hell yeah. Hey. Steph, thank you for being on the podcast this week. We really
thank you.
This was this needed to happen.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's good to have
actually, I never met Kristen in real life. I realized I've only known her from my end because I follow Terrence and I hear the podcast. But
exactly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yay.
It was a pleasure. You're so wonderful. Thank you for your knowledge. For your life.
Yes.
Word.
I hope we can do this again.
This is definitely happening again. Now that you've been on the podcast, it only means that now the next time you're on, it's just like
I actually really wanted to talk about North Korea, but we can talk about that next time.
100%. Yes. Yes, that is definitely something I want to talk about. Yes, because there's more stuff that needs to talk about that. I feel like
there's so much there.
Yeah. Wait, what, Kristen? Kristen?
Did you guys see Dennis Rodman's little moment where he's like talking about his experience with Kim Jong-un on that podcast?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh man, that was fucking.
He said that he thinks that everything the world is saved. He said because of me, and I think that I've thought that before. Like I'm like, if it wasn't for Dennis Rodman, like who knows where we'd be?
Yeah.
God bless that man.
Yeah, no, I feel for it because North Korea is a crazy ass
Oh my
place.
God.
Imagine.
Wait,
the next episode has to be about North Korea.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm down to run that because I know. Wait, is he okay, Kim Jong Un?
Do you know? Hold on. Do you know though? Like, all right.
No more than us.
Before we end, did you when you heard that news about him being fucked up, him do the surgery and all that? Were you happy about him potentially being dead, or were you more scared about it?
I think I was more scared because just knowing what's going to happen afterward is so unknown. But I recently rewatched the interview with my roommate twice because she really liked it the first time I made her watch it.
A good movie. I love that movie.
And honestly, it kind of brought it to life. I was like, oh, like, is the CIA involved? You know, like.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is that what it's coming to? Oh my God.
That's so funny. Yeah.
So scary.
I just got paranoid. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
so definitely the next episode of Steps On will be.
Yeah. We have to talk about it because I went to North Korea.
What?
So
fuck.
We have to talk about it.
All right, that is guaranteed. That episode is coming soon.
What are you doing next week?
Nah, that episode is coming.
Yo,
very
we
soon,
definitely
guys.
need that.
We need to run that. I need that.
I was not aware of this at all. We would have definitely talked about it at some point.
Yeah, after Poop is North Korea.
Yeah, Poop is very important though. Poop, I think, is kind of like top.
Definitely more essential, yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
But, yes.
It is more essential, surely.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we will be coming to you with another week of good shit, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Truly good shit.
Hey, I'm in San Fran. Hey, Kristen, where you at? Hey.
Motherfucker.
Out here.
Can I do that?
Hey, we're on vacation, bro.
I am still in here.
Bye.
I know. All right, motherfuckers.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We're coming to you live.
All right. No, I switched it back because the audio listeners won't know, but
they won't know. They won't know it's good. But we love you guys. Thank you again, Estef, for coming through.
Thank you, Estef.
Yes, thank you so much. It was nice meeting you.
And we will see you guys next week. Stay safe.
Yeah,
see you later.
Thank you.